Hello class, today I'll be giving my informative speech on how to relieve stress. The feeling of being stressed is not a fun emotion to be going through. Stress can occur daily and it will experience to those at their highest highs and at their lowest lows. People daily around the world are affected by stress. Being or obtaining a relaxed state of mind is not difficult either. Finding the source of your stress can make you decide and change lifestyle choices that will make your life less stressful. Stress can be a negative impact on your life, and it is important to find the source of where that stress is coming from, how to handle and deal with that stress, and to keep it out of your life. First, to get rid of the stressors in your life, you need to find that source. There are many things in a person's life that can stress them out. Learning from the last time that the situation happened, so that this time around you know how to deal with it, is the first way to get those stressors to not bother you. A major cause of stress that can easily be fixed for any one person is the amount of sleep that they receive in one night. On an average, a person needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. Pushing yourself to stop watching television a little earlier or to turn the phone off as soon as you get into bed can be a minor change for the moment, but a drastic change long term. There may be a time in the future when there is a lot of pressure on you, and this can even cause high levels of stress. Even to the littlest things of playing a game of pig in the front yard of basketball. Christian Nordquist said this in an article on Medical News Today. Stress can be a motivator. It can be essential to survival. The fight or flight mechanism can tell us when and how to respond to those dangers. Stress can sometimes be kind of like an adrenaline rush, depending on the situation. Knowing how to handle and deal with those types of stress can make you go from pulling your hair out to wanting to relive those experiences all over again. People find many ways to cope with their emotions, and a personal favorite of mine is going to the gym. When I feel I am tensed up, going to the gym to lift weights is a great way to let out those emotions. Lifting allows an individual to exert force without causing any harm to them or others, and only allowing themselves to look better and to relieve those stresses. On the Medline Plus website, they state this about exercising and stress. Getting physical activity every day is one of the easiest and best ways to cope with stress. When you exercise, your brain releases chemicals that make you feel good, and it can also help you release built-up energy or frustration. This can then turn into a hobby, which is a great way to get your mind off of things. Hobbies should act as relaxers that entertain and take your mind off of everything else. A couple hobbies of mine are going on runs, playing in a men's softball league, and sitting on my computer. Individuals have different outlooks on runs until they realize and understand how good they are for your health. Even getting yourself to get up and walk a mile could help you relieve stress. When I go on a run, I throw my headphones in and I turn my music on, and that tells me which tempo of speed I'm going to run at. And when I'm on that run, no one talks to me, and I'm just thinking about to myself what my day has ahead of me and what to look forward to in the week. My other big distressor is sitting on my computer. This is my computer mouse. At the end of a long day, I just like going home, sitting on my computer, watching some Netflix, checking social media, and just seeing everything that was going on in the day before I got home. Lastly, keeping that stress out of your life and living as stress-free as you can possibly. Your own personal stress can be controlled by you. You get to decide in your head which situations come off as stressful. Mark Hyman, MD, has a great point when talking about what stress is. Whether it is real or imagined, when you perceive something as stressful, it creates the same response in the body. Learning to take those images you perceive as stressful and get a different outlook on them could also alter the stress you feel. Another great way to keep yourself and get the frustration out is taking slow and deep breaths. When people start to get anxious and worrying, they then may start to hyperventilate, and this is not what the best thing to do is. Dr. Hyman also states deep, slow breaths and full breaths have profound effects on resetting the stress response because the relaxation nerve, or the vagus nerve, goes through your diaphragm and is activated with every deep breath. Lastly, this would also include having different outlook on life. If you are a person that always sees the negatives in life, then that may be one of the reasons why you might have such a stressful life. Having an outlook that is in life that is always positive and only seeing the best in life is a great way to always keep a positive state of mind. It is like the question, is the glass half full or is it half empty? Taking that glass is half full mindset and applying it to the day-to-day life is one to broaden how you see situations. In conclusion, stress is something that occurs daily to everybody on this planet. Stress does not always have to be a bad thing depending on the situation and how you perceive it. It is important to find the source of where that stress has originated from, learn how to deal and handle with those types of moods, and lastly, remember how to keep those stresses from reappearing in your life. Make sure you learn how to control those stresses before the stresses control you.